This may trigger some of you, but I'm going to say it. A man will sacrifice his happiness for his marriage, but a woman will sacrifice her marriage for her happiness.
You know what I've noticed? Women will leave a marriage because they are just unhappy. But men, they will stay through the years of attitude, rejection, and flat out disrespect, trying to hold on to the promise they made. And that's the difference. Women chase happiness, but men fight to keep commitment. And that might sting a little, but it's true. There is a big difference between being unhappy and being ungrateful. Unhappy can be worked on. It can be fixed with effort, communication, and humility. Ungrateful, that's when you stop seeing the good right in front of you. Sometimes it is not that your husband stopped trying. It's that you stopped noticing. You stopped thanking him. You stopped respecting him. You stopped showing him the love you expect back. And eventually, even the strongest man gets tired of being treated like he doesn't matter. Men do not usually give up fast. They give up quietly. And by the time they do, it's not because they stopped loving you. It's because they were done begging to be loved back. So before you say you are just unhappy, ask yourself, are you giving the same effort and respect you are asking for?
And this is the reason why now most men are at their breaking point, and once they reach it, there's no looking back.
Most women might not even realize that they're pushing their man away until it's too late, until he's gone. Here's how you notice. It's not always cheating that drives men out. It's disrespect, constant negativity, emasculinizing him, belittling him, and making him feel like no matter what he does, it's never enough. When men feel drained instead of inspired, they don't explode. They retreat. They stop opening up. They stop putting in effort. They stop fighting for the relationship. And then the women play the victim, acting blindsided when he finally leaves. But the truth is, you created an environment where he couldn't thrive, where his presence felt like a burden instead of a blessing. And men will not stay where they feel unvalued, unseen, unappreciated. So if your man is pulling away, stop pointing the finger at him and look in the mirror. You might be the reason. Respect him, admire him, build him up instead of tearing him down, because the moment he realizes peace exists without you, he'll never come back. And that's a hard truth most women don't want to hear.
So for us as women, as soon as it gets hard, as soon as it's not going the way that we think it should, as soon as we are unhappy or bored, we run. Because we have no commitment to ourselves. And we have no intention or awareness that we actually have to follow through with the commitment that we make when we get married. We feel entitled and we feel justified to search for our happiness in spite of the commitment and responsibilities we have as a wife, and for many women as a mother. And so what happens for us as women is that we'll divorce, we'll run away, we'll break up, we hop into another relationship thinking that somehow that will make us happy, and it doesn't. And this is the cycle that we live in our whole lives.
It's because they know that they always have other options after us. Because there are always simps available left, right, and center to feed their ego and get some coochie in return.
The moment a woman stops respecting her man, watch what happens to his attraction for her. It doesn't fade slowly, it dies. And here's what nobody tells you about that. Respect is not optional. It's the foundation. A man can handle almost anything except being disrespected by the woman he's chosen. He stops giving freely because why would he pour into someone who treats him like he's not enough? When she stops seeing his effort and his discipline, when she starts taking shots at his character or questioning his decisions in front of others, that's not ego. That is self-preservation. And then she wonders where his affection went. Where did the romance go? Honey, he didn't change. He evolved into what your disrespect taught him to become. You trained him to protect his energy instead of giving freely. That's not punishment. That is chemistry. When respect dies, attraction dies. Every time. Bring back the admiration, bring back the gratitude, or watch him pull back further.
Men have been waiting patiently with all they have to come across someone they can live with, whereas women only look for men who can feed them and bear their expenses.
Quick break, fellas. Before we continue, my name is Freud. I own this channel and I run 5 other Faceless YouTube channels behind the scenes. And if you're watching this, I already know something about you. Working hard, you're putting in the hours, and the math still isn't working in your favor. Rent goes up, bills go up, the money you send home goes up, and the paychecks stay the same. Here's what nobody told you. The men who actually escape don't escape by working harder. They escape by building something that pay them while they sleep. And the single best version of that right now is Faceless YouTube channel, running on AI. Similar to this one that you are actually watching right now, believe it or not. No camera, no face, no quitting your job, just a quick asset that earn money in the background. And I'm not talking about theory, I'm talking about what I'm actually working on. Man Guide, which I personally own, has done over 300,000 and bring over $60,000 a year on autopilot. Another channel of mine posts 600,000 just uploading celebrity gossip. And now that we've automated the whole thing with AI, this one video right here actually made over $10,000, and it took less than a day to actually produce that one single video. A third channel, Sigma Trade, did $90,000 in less than 12 months. All of those channels are faceless. You guys subscribe and watch this video, which I appreciate you guys because you guys contribute to me making that money. And YouTube just paying for getting the views in those channels in general. And this is all while I sleep. This is the model. I'm running a 5-day challenge to walk you through the entire build, exactly the way I do it. By the 5th day, you have a live Faceless YouTube channel, your first AI generated video published, and a real plan to scale and have a second income. But here's the thing, I'm only running this once this week, and I don't open it to tire kicker or time waster. Before you join, you lock in your seat, it's only $39 just to make sure you're actually gonna show up to the call, you have some commitment. And it's gonna be over 5 day, 5 evening, 1 real asset, 1 serious step. Link is gonna be in the description. Lock your seat before they're gone. I'm capping this cohort because every man who joined get time on the phone with me, and there's only so much time that I can actually give to go around. Now back to the video.
A real man will leave you. They're not going to go back and forth with you. They're not going to argue with you. They're not going to beg with you. They're not going to plead with you. You will get a warning at best. And if it's no changed behavior, they're out.
You guys want to know when it's really time to just walk away from your marriage? If you guys are new here, my name is Scott. I'm an ordained minister, and I'm also a certified divorce recovery coach. Let's talk about it. When should you leave? How do you know when enough is enough? That is actually one of the number one questions that I get in my coaching sessions and in the comment section of all my videos. And it usually sounds a little something like this. We used to have an amazing relationship, and then maybe somebody cheated and we don't know how to recover from it. Maybe somebody is going out of town working all the time and we don't know what to do with ourselves. Maybe the kids and life got in the way and we don't really talk to each other anymore. Maybe it's as stale as a piece of cardboard and there's absolutely zero communication, zero romance, and zero effort. So the question remains, how do you know when it's time to just give up and let God have it and walk away? I'm going to help you guys right here, right now. If you are married to someone who treats you like dirt, if you are married to someone who abuses you, talks to you like you're a dog, tells you that you're stupid, tells you that you can't do anything without them, those who tell you that if you leave, they're going to do something to themselves, they're going to take the kids, they're going to take the house. But one of the biggest things that you should be looking for is when you approach this person with your concerns and your needs, and you express that you want to fix your marriage, that you want things to change. Maybe you want to go to counseling. Maybe you want to join church. Maybe you want to start praying together, join a group somewhere, whatever it is. When you ask them to let's try to fix it and make some improvements and they look at you and they say, no, that is the biggest sign that it's time for you to go, because that shows you that they are unwilling to change anything. And I don't know about you guys, but where I'm at in my life right now, if you can't give me the bare minimum, I'm not going to be there. Think about this, guys. If you have children, would you be okay with your son or your daughter being married to someone like your spouse? Would you be okay with them treating them the way that you are being treated? If not, there's your answer. By all means, pray for your marriage. By all means, pray for your spouse and see what God does. But if every single day you wake up and you're living in hell, it's time to go. So I want to know in the comment section below, guys, those of you who were strong enough to leave, when did you leave and how did you know that it was time?
It's devastating how far we've come, and yet here we are bound by a woman and her tantrums.
This is how you lose a good man fast, because some of you are praying for the man of your dreams, but when he shows up, you're the one driving him away. The fastest way to repel a man of value is disrespect. If you embarrass him, talk down to him in front of others, he is done. Men will tolerate a lot, but they will not tolerate a woman who kills their respect. The second way is chaos. If being with you feels like a full-time job filled with drama, constant arguments, mood swings, and tests, he will not stay. A man of value does not want a second battlefield at home. He wants peace. And the third way, controlling everything. If you won't let him lead, won't trust him to make decisions, won't respect him as a whole man, then what's the point? He is not going to fight for you. He'll just leave. See, you can be beautiful, successful, and independent, but if you are disrespectful, chaotic, and controlling, no man of value will stick around. They just won't. He doesn't need to. He has options, and he will walk away from a woman who drains him. So if you really want to attract and keep the man of your dreams, don't be the woman who destroys him. Be the woman who builds him up. Be the woman who adds peace, respect, admiration, and passion, because the truth is, high-value men don't waste their time where they are not valued. And if you don't get that right, you won't just repel him. You're going to lose him forever and be alone with your cats.
Disrespect is one major thing that drives a man to a point he never wishes to go. Sad that modern women still fail to grasp the idea of being respectful towards their man.
Why are modern women destroying perfectly good families just because they are bored? We have reached a point where a good husband and a home are simply not enough. I hear it daily. She is 32, has 3 kids, and a husband who provides. Then she says the most dangerous phrase in any marriage, I need to find myself. How do you justify divorce when there is no abuse, no cheating, and no problems? She says she cannot be herself, yet she has no clue who she actually is. Let's be real. If a man did this, we would call him a deadbeat immediately. But when a woman does it, we call it empowerment or a spiritual awakening. This is not an awakening. It is pure selfishness. She is bored by her easy life. Since everything is going well, she manufactures a crisis just to feel something new. She trades her children's stability for a vibe or a desperate search for identity. If you are 32 and lost, that is an internal issue, not a marriage issue. Why must the husband pay the ultimate price for her total lack of self-awareness? We've glamorized choosing yourself to the point where we've forgotten how to keep a promise. Is she actually lost or just ungrateful for a life others would kill for?
A woman is told by her friends that they left a toxic marriage and are living their best lives. She then strives to make it toxic. That way she can leave a good man and loving father.
Here are 5 signs your husband feels disrespected and unloved. If your husband does not feel respected, it means he doesn't feel valued and appreciated. He may feel like you're constantly criticizing him or that you don't see him as an equal partner. This is a major problem in relationship because without respect, a man cannot feel love. Hi, I'm Kelly Vandiver. I'm an RLT marriage coach. My husband Ned and I work with couples all over the world to heal and transform themselves and their marriages using the tools that we used to transform our own marriage and we continue to use to this day. Number 1, he withdraws from you emotionally. You may notice that your husband seems distant. He may seem preoccupied. He also may not want to talk to you at all about any of his feelings, any of his concerns. He may stonewall you a good bit of the time and really refuse to talk to you about much of anything. Number 2, he withdraws from you physically. You may notice that your husband seems a lot less interested in physical intimacies. He may not want to hug or kiss or even have sex with you very much at all. This can definitely be a sign that he feels disrespected and unloved. Number 3, he doesn't want to spend as much time with you. He may start spending more time away from you by himself. He may leave the house more to be alone and just do things for himself. Number 4, he's short-tempered and quick to anger. He may be feeling like you don't listen to him, you don't value his opinion, and that you shoot down his ideas and his leadership a good bit of the time. Number 5, he has stopped verbally cherishing and affirming you. So basically, no more compliments. No more verbal affirmation. If you are struggling in your marriage and you're experiencing some of this and you want help, shoot me a DM. We'd love to hear from you, and make sure to follow us for more tips on how to master yourself and master your marriage.
If a man leaves the relationship, he's never coming back. Let me cook for a second. A man will cheat on you. A man will shut down emotionally on you. A man will shut down physically on you. A man will cuss you out. A man might even grip you up. But when a man leaves, men don't leave. When a man leaves, it is over in every single way. And if he's leaving you, that's because he found something to replace you. He found something that he feels like in his heart is better than you, because men don't leave relationships to be alone. Because men don't believe that healing alone is the way that you get over a relationship. We believe that getting on top of another woman and building with another woman is how you get over a relationship. That's why we always get into relationships faster than women and get over past relationships faster than women, because before we leave, 9 times out of 10, we already got somebody to fill your shoes. So if you're dealing with a man and he left, that's over, baby. Respectfully.
Yes, if there's no one to fill the shoes, there's always peace being with yourself.
There are 3 types of masculine energies who will tell you that they don't want to get married, and this is what I think they really mean when they're telling you that. The first type of masculine energy just does not believe in, will not be investing in the institution of marriage. Their life is completely about them and anything that is an extension to them. So that would include children, but that never includes the women that had those children, because if they can't include them as an extension of them, then it doesn't matter. And they genuinely only engage with women as an object. Whenever they want a little plaything, whenever they want to be in the space of a woman, then they will be, and then they are done. They will leave. You go back to your world, they go back to their world, and that's it. And they're going to do that forever. The second kind of masculine who says he doesn't want to get married fundamentally can't grasp how to include a woman in their life. They don't necessarily view you as much in an objectified way as the previous masculine, but they don't really understand or can't grasp the concept of merging lives with you. So if they do end up getting married, which a lot of them do, at the end of the day, it'll be because it'll be with someone that their lives just merge easily. They already have like the same friends, or they fit into their friend group, or it just has to be something where they didn't have to make the effort. It's like they can't see anything outside of their own habits, their own routine, their own friends, running behind their mom, underachieving. They can't see nothing past that. It's like they don't have time for you because they just simply can't grasp that if they wanted to be in your space, then they would therefore make the time. Like they're the ones who are always going to tell you that they just don't have time and then they're so busy. It's not that. They just don't understand how to include you in their life. The other important thing about the second kind is that they really love a pick-me, because pick-me's are going to be bobbing and weaving and doing whatever the fuck they can do to make space and find a crevice of space in their life. Like they're going to try hard to be in their lives. They can't be with a woman who truly wants to be pursued like a feminine because they don't have time. Then the last kind of masculine who says that he doesn't want to get married really actually does want to get married. He just doesn't feel worthy of being someone's husband because he probably can't provide for them at this point in time, or doesn't know truly who he is at his core. And so they just can't bring themselves to be serious with someone because they have a negative self-view of who they are, and they don't feel like they measure up. And with all that being said, I just want you to notice that none of those things had anything to do with the feminine that they were engaging with. It was really all about them. Hope this helps.
Why should men even be thinking about marriage? Like, what did you all do to deserve something as sacred as marriage? And once you do get married, you run off with the money. Blame us all you want, we don't care anymore.
Ladies, here's the thing. We want men to be husbands. We want the rings and the things. But family, we cannot advocate for marriage without addressing the full picture, the elephant in the room. Women aren't bred to be wives today. Past generations have raised us up to pursue a career. Forget the man. He's an afterthought. Because when the man act up, you have an out, that degree that you can fall back on. And now, family, we have women who have been bred to be more of a husband than a wife. Let's keep it real. What is society teaching us? Look at the propaganda. Look at the social media. We can't continue to come at men for their lack of commitment, but not also state the obvious. There's a shortage of women worth making long-term or lifelong commitments to. We aren't training up wives. We're training up hypersexual, petty, money-hungry, cannot take any accountability, insecure, immature, women that can't even cover a pot, let alone a man. Women with the mentality that anything goes as long as I'm making $1 from it. Hyper-independent, attention-seeking, career-obsessed, not nurturing, selfish, girlfriend at best women. We want men to lock things down. And I agree, men should. But we gotta give them something worth committing to. And our media isn't pushing that agenda. It's keeping us single. So family, ladies, stop buying the lies of culture. That's what's keeping us single. Let us start focus on becoming the wife.
Marriage is dead. Laws are based on the old traditional ways. Laws need to change to make marriage fair to both parties.
Men, I need you to hear me when I say this. I need you to listen to me. If you are in a marriage where you're not loved, appreciated, respected, abused, Bob is being abused. Bob is being abused mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. Decide that the world will be a better place without them, and it's all because they stayed in their marriage way too long.
If you leave, she will take your house, car, children, and leave you with nothing but alimony. This is why many men are unfortunately not leaving abusive marriages. Thanks for watching, brothers. Remember, stay focused, stay free, and keep walking your own path. If you found value in this video, drop a like, share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on self-mastery and independence. Until next time, walk tall. Stay true.